Hello everybody, this is Malinder Kaur, Mind Hypnotism Channel Canada, meditation teacher and author of meditation book. Today I'm gonna talk about one of the very common issue of our day-to-day life, and that issue is whenever we are stuck with a problem, what we start doing? We start doing the chattering in our mind, and the more we do chatter in our mind, the more we feel depressed, suffering, and the more we feel like a victim. Now you're gonna ask, what should we do when the problem comes? Of course we're gonna feel depressed, we're gonna feel like we are going through a very tough time, and we will feel like we are depressed. Is this solution? And of course we all will say, no, this is not a solution, but that's the conditioning of our mind. This is a default way of our subconscious mind. Now let's talk about the solution, because we know once a problem comes and we start chattering in our mind, and that is not solution. In our meditation videos, we need a solution of our problem so that we can create the quality of our life and thought. So the one of the best solution which everybody can do is that instead of starting chatter in our mind, instead of doing too much judging the situation, first let's accept it. Accept this is happening. Accept this is created consciously or unconsciously by us. Once we accept that whatever I am facing now, somehow even it's out of fear, even it's out of my emotions, my desperation, my I will say influence of other people, you can name it. The reason can be anything, but consciously or unconsciously, knowing or unknowingly, it is created by me, by myself. Then we're gonna have a less chattering of mind, because whom to blame? If I blame myself all the times, I cannot change it. So when I tell you let's go with the flow of that, it means accept it. And once we accept it, then as I told you one of my other video, let's try to evaluate our emotions connected to that issues, because the stronger we have emotion to something, the more suffering we're gonna have. So now, because I am aware of the situation, I am aware that knowingly or unknowingly I created my present circumstances, whatever, most of the times. If it's from nature, we of course, I'm not talking about natural disaster, but other issues, our social issues, our day-to-day life problems. So once I have that awareness, the second part is, what are my emotions connected to that? So once I work on these two things, then I can start working on the real issue. So once we do that, we're gonna have less chattering in our mind. If we chatter less in our mind, we have most probability of the solution. The more chattering in our mind, it is blocking our mind to accept the solutions. So let's work on these three things. First, accept it. It's very difficult to accept, but accept it. Whatever is happening, I take the full responsibility of that, even I did not do on purpose. Second, what are my emotions regarding that, connected to that? What are my thoughts? What is my reaction? And third, okay, let's try to have less chattering in the mind and more focusing, sitting somewhere quietly and bringing all the solutions. Sometimes you can take a paper and start writing down all the possible solutions, and then your brain will start working on the best solution. It does work. So try these options. You have 3 or 4 options I am telling you. If you have any kind of question, please leave a message to my WhatsApp 604-418-8186. And if you have If you need any kind of affirmation in Hindi, Punjabi or English, again you can leave a WhatsApp message 604 418 8186. Thank you so much. Be blessed.